Hey there, Norman here from Wocode, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Image Hotspots widget. The new Image Hotspots widget is the perfect way to add information to your site. Add a stunning image with interactive icons that reveal text information on hover or click. Use the vast library of native icons in the builder or upload and use your own custom SVG icons and enjoy extensive styling options to make every detail stand out. Here in the builder, we have our painter template, and I'd like to add the Hotspots image widget down the page in a new row to highlight some specific paint colors and add some interaction to this site. Before we start, let me show you what we're going to build in this video. We can see the Hotspots image widget is sitting here on the page and blends into the aesthetic of the site very nicely, adding some nice subtle interactions to the page as well as adding some additional information that doesn't subtract from the site design. Let's head back into the builder and get started. So let's scroll down, create a new row, and then we can open our widgets panel, grab the Hotspots image widget, and drag that right into the new row. Alrighty, so let's jump into the widgets options panel here and take a look at how to set this widget up. Here in the content tab, there are quite a number of options. Working from the top and making our way down, we have trigger method. This setting controls how the hotspot will be triggered. And there are two options. We have on hover or click. And we'll leave this on the on hover option and keep moving down. We have flip hotspot on viewport edge. If the hotspot is too close to the edge of the viewport, this toggle flips the hotspot to the other side. Image background. This sets the image background for the image. Hotspot icon. This sets the hotspot icon, and for this example, I'll select a color picker icon. Hotspots. These will be the hotspots visible in the widget. Within each hotspot, there are multiple configuration options. Starting at the top, we have vertical and horizontal position. This sets the vertical and horizontal position of the hotspot within the image based on the hotspot position setting. And for this example, we'll set the vertical position to 25% and the horizontal position to 62%. And we can see that that has moved the icon closer to the center of that paint bucket. Below that, we have mobile vertical and horizontal position. This sets the vertical and horizontal position of the hotspot within the image on the mobile layout based on the hotspot position setting. Hotspot position, desktop only. This sets the position within the image that the hotspot will be applied while on the desktop. Hotspot title. This sets the title for the hotspot. For the first hotspot, I'll add the paint name, which is Champion Cobalt. Next, we have Hotspot Subtitle. This sets the subtitle for the hotspot. We'll put the paint brand in this field, which is Benjamin Moore. Next, we have Hotspot Content. This sets the content of the hotspot. I'll then add the color code for this specific paint color. Next, we have Hotspot Link. This sets the link for the hotspot, and we'll leave this blank. And we have Hotspot Link Label, which sets the label that will be displayed on the hotspot, and we'll leave that blank as well. Next, we have Optimize Images. This optimizes the image to reduce its size and impact on the page loading. Now, before we head over into the Design tab to take a look at how to style this widget, I'm going to quickly add a couple of hotspots into the widget and populate some content. And I'll be right back. All right, and that's going to do it for the Content tab. Now, before continuing, I did want to point out that I've changed the background color of the row itself to match the background within the image so that the image of the paint buckets blends into the page. Now we can head over into the Design tab and take a look at how to style this widget. Starting at the top and working our way down, we have Widget Width Mode. This sets the width for the widget, and within this setting, there are two options. We have Full Width, which forces the widget to be full width within the container it's placed in on the page, which is the option that we'll use in this example. And we also have Manual, which allows you to manually set the width that the widget will be displayed within the container that it's placed in on the page. Following that, we have Widget Height. This allows you to set the height of the widget, and we'll leave this on the default size. Below that, we have Background Image Position. When the image height is reduced, this setting allows you to set the background graphics position to a specific region of the image. We can leave this set to center. And continuing down, we have Hotspot Styling. This section controls the styling for the hotspot. In here, there are a number of options available. We have Icon Size. This sets the size of the hotspot icon. We have Hotspot Icon Fill Color. This sets the color of the hotspot fill color. Hotspot Icon Stroke Color sets the color of the icon stroke. Hotspot Background sets the background color of the hotspot. And we can set this to white. It's important to note that due to the nature of icons and SVG images, not every icon will be able to utilize all of the hotspot styling options. Moving down, we have the Hotspot Content Styling. This section controls the styling of displayed hotspots. This is mostly self-explanatory as it's all related to text styling. However, I did want to change a few minor text styling options. The first is the Hotspot Title Text Styling. I want to set this to have a bold font format. And then I want to change all of the text styling options to have a black font color. Perfect. So now we can grab our preview URL and see this widget in action. Right here near the middle of the page, we have our hotspot image widget, and it's not only enhancing the visual appeal, but also introduces seamless interactive elements that complement the page's overall design aesthetic. With that, my name is Norman Durkee, and you've been rocking with the best website builder platform on the planet, Wocode.com. Until next time, and as always, if you have any questions, please reach out to support. We're always here to help.